This is Rabbi Pshat day 26, and we're beginning a long sequence here of conversation between Rabbi Chiya and Rabbi Yossi. So we could start it, but we're not going to finish it today. So this is in Daf Gimel on the base, in the second paragraph, the fifth line down. Rabbi Chiya and Rabbi Yossi have a azib urcha. Chiya and Rabbi Yossi were walking along the way. When they reach a certain field, Rabbi Chiya said to Rabbi Yossi, by the way, I think the field is a Pshat field, a field in Olam Hazeh, not a field in the Olam Yonim, but no way of knowing for sure. Rabbi Yossi, I would say barashis. You said there's 6 barashis, there's 6 sides, a cube, right? And this is the Vade Hachu, certainly true. Being the Shis Yomin Eloin Gabi Araisa, there's 6 higher days by the Torah. In other words, 6 emanations, presumably 6 forms of influence. Veloyat here, not more. Obviously, the question is, what do you mean? There's Shabbos, but Shabbos corresponds to the Shekhinah and to something else. Okay, so in the meantime, we're going to leave that aside. There's 6. Fine. And those are the 6 days of creation. There are other things. There are other forms of influence. Obviously, 6 is very, very vague and very, very broad. But the others are they're hidden. Go sitre brachis darmahachi. But I saw in sitre brachis and sitre brachis, there's a nusach acher and a derech emes here, instead of with a tes, which means the side, with a tuf, which means the secrets. And evidently, in the secrets of brachis, which are either some sort of work they had, or some sort of meditation he meditated, but in some sort of higher form of knowledge. It says as follows: Glife iglif haustima kadisha. This the engraved is that holy closed up thing. Go ma'ave, within the innards, within deep within the chad tamiru, of something very secret. The nakit b'nakuda, which is held as a point. Interesting language. I put that period in the wrong place. It should be nakit b'nakuda, the knots. It's embedded in that point that he stuck in. Okay, so there's something, there's hidden secrets in a nakuda. And I think the nakuda is, like we mentioned yesterday, the internal of the 6, inside the 6. Nakuda inside the 6 cube sides of the cube. Maral says that nakuda, the 7th thing, is, it can be Shabbos, it can be other things, which Am Yisrael, but it's the secrets are embedded in that nakuda. Who glife iglif the tamer bay, and this is engraved and hidden within it. I'm not sure it means in the nakuda, within the nakuda, which is the nakuda itself in the cube. The point is that there's something deep inside it. Command the goal is kula tchos maftecha chana, as if all of it is one key. There's one key to the lock, to this locked up nakuda. And that key itself is completely hidden in one sanctuary, in one hidden place in of itself. And even though everything is in that heichal, in other words, there are vast amounts of revelations in there, nevertheless, everything comes down to that key. You have that key, you have everything in the heichal, and you have the key to that inner nakuda. If you don't have that key, then you don't have access to the rest of the heichal, and you don't have access to that inner nakuda either. Sagir pasach, and that key closes and opens. Now, then, getting back to that heichal where the key is to be found, there are many hidden secrets, one on top of each other. But we call it is tarin obat stimu, Also, there are gates, which are hidden. In other words, it's hard to find them, meaning hard to understand them. Chamishin, and there are 50 of them. Igriful arba sitrin, they are all on our four sides. Okay, so that's 40 gates. V'havarboim. V'achad tar leisli sitra. One gate doesn't have a side. Loide ihila elo ihila tata. You don't know if it's on top or below. So there should be 60 gates, right? Because there's 6 sides, 10 sides per gate. Says no. Says there 40 we know. Those are 4 sides. But then there's the 10 gates, and there's one side which has no gates. I don't know if the side which is above has no gates or the side which is below has no gates. So as he says, again, Chatar Leisle Sitra does have Arboin. Chatar Leisle Sitra, one gate, presumably one set of the 10 gates, doesn't have a side. Again, we do not know which is on top or bottom. And in fact, as a result, that side is closed off. Okay, so this is as far as we're going to get today. But the idea is we have 50 gates. We know 40 are on the 4 sides. One is on the top or the bottom. We know the 10 gates are on the top and the bottom. And there are no more gates than those 50. Now, just to try to understand, to begin to understand, it's going to explain a little bit later on, but obviously the ways of accessing Chamishim Sharibina, which we're referring to, the 50 gates of understanding, but the 50 gates of understanding they come from the bottom up, they come from the top down, and they get something which you aspire to on your own, and it's on the bottom it's open. It's something which you aspire to, which has to come from the top down, and on the top it's open. Now, that means that there's a starting point, which one comes into the gates, and then one is able to find those gates from getting in. But we don't know which way a person comes in. And that the side from which a person can then access the 50 gates on all sides. Now, corresponding to that, the side which one comes in is the other side, which has the 10 gates, which is on top or on bottom. We'll have to come back to that and see if we can figure out how that works.